A visual and audio record of the work that took place in all the schools as part of the project was put on display at the Solihull Arts Complex, including the final animation piece made by the PRU pupils.
The quality of the animation that the pupils achieved was fantastic, and I think the sense of pride not only by the staff at the PRU but actually by the pupils knowing that they could go and actually see their animation being rolled out to the public must have given them an enormous sense of pride.
And there was a chance for all the teachers involved to get together to evaluate the project's progress.
Some of them have done this sort of tribal aspect, which is the whole story, and done a lot of circle time games, what it feels like to belong, what it feels like to be excluded. Some schools have linked that in with the SEAL units of work.
They've really benefited from working with Merstone School and Shirley Heath and the others, and the change in one of them anyway, Charlotte, who has just been astonishing.
The children have made so much progress with social skills. I think initially they were quite worried about working with other children from other schools, but they initiated so much of it themselves, and they'd go over and work with other children, and so the social skills is definitely something, and teamwork is the other thing that they've definitely developed.
It's been an enormous success for our children. 2 of our children have been selected for the final production. You can watch them grow in self-esteem, and it's really empowered them.
We've only got 3 weeks left of rehearsals, so we're trying to now kind of mosey on and get things kind of up to where they're kind of finished. We have done about 3 songs already, and then we've got about another 3 or 4 to do, so we've got quite a lot of work cut out for us.
Richard, Martin and Luke literally supported the whole dance sequence and gained the trust of the mainstream children.
Lovely guys, well done. That was really good. It allowed them to explore in a very safe environment fear. What if I don't fit in? What if they don't like me? And that's a very important aspect of SEAL. It's giving them a safe environment to explore feelings and be able to discuss them and learn how to manage those feelings. And I think really that's a very important aspect of the curriculum that we need to be developing with children now.
I'm finding it really fun, like the way we move and the music. Well, I am going to be a little bit scared because I've never been in a huge hall before.
I met new friends when I first came here. It feels like we're all just one big class and we're all together because we all work together and that, and we all take part.
Make those arms nice and high, super.
This is our dress rehearsal. We're getting all the choir members, all the dancers together in their places and just having a really big rehearsal and a run through. It's the first time they've got together, so they're all very excited, as you can see. We've got only a little time to do it, so let's try and get things done.
When we sing this afternoon, I want you to sing it as though you have a big symphony orchestra in front of you, because on Monday, when you get into Symphony Hall, we're going to really bring the house down, and I want you to sing your hearts out for me. So we've got to practice.
Don't panic anybody, just think about it's being in Merstone, but we're a bit further apart. We've got quite a lot of space between the 2 groups, which means that you won't really be able to follow each other. Yesterday, they were really responsive to kind of changes and kind of corrections, and they're generally, if you tell them to do something, it might take a couple of times, but it does sink in.
Here we go. Class, and I'm trapped in the mask.
There was a slight barrier to begin with, I think only because the children from the mainstream schools weren't used to working in the environment that they were in, and then they didn't quite know how to communicate with them, but there's been some really good changes in the last 2 weeks or so. Charlotte and Luke have been working together a lot. Martin and Callum have made this amazing duet. I gave them a little task and they just went and they did it, and they were absolutely brilliant, little dancer they've made up. So I think we've seen a real change in kind of their confidence and their kind of ability just to get on with other children and stuff. So it's difficult, really. It's not even, I don't even notice it now, which means obviously that it must have developed to a point that there doesn't seem to be many barriers at all, really.
Families loads of different schools put together. I feel part of the family. To be part of this feels brilliant and amazing. It feels really great to be part of it.
It feels really nice because it makes you feel like you're part of something.
All these guys here. Best friends, yeah. Means the world. I've made loads of friends. Just we're all friends because we're like a big family because we've all bonded together and we all have to work together. And it's just really fun.
We're going to have a great time this afternoon, this evening. These lovely people in front of you have been here since 10 o'clock rehearsing. So can we give a big round of applause for Claire and Harry and Rob and Max and
You really excited? You excited? You excited?
Yes,
The circle and the triangle song was just a really clever way that Tony had allowed children to explore aspects of belonging to a certain group without labelling it. The concept behind the barcodes, going from a face to a barcode, was that essentially we are unique people, but deep down we're all the same. The dog song, where you've got them all with the scarves, what they were trying to get people to look at, that it's okay to be part of lots and lots of different groups, but it's learning that we need to learn to tolerate and learn to live and work together.
have, so fantastic. Excellent, dead proud.
These things stay in people's hearts and minds forever. They change people, these experiences. You have a tremendous sense of success. You're involved in something that's much bigger than you are. You get a sense of purpose, of values, of offering something that's really quite extraordinary.
Absolutely excellent. I was quite surprised actually because it was something I didn't expect. You know, and to see, I'm really proud of you. I thought it was brilliant, I really did. Excellent.
Luke made me feel very proud. I was emotional during the show.
This is the best thing I've ever done in my whole entire life.
Met new friends as well, which was really good.
I've just been really proud of all the children. They've just amazed me really how well they've coped with it and just how they are. I suppose as adults you just assume that there'll be prejudices there, and it's just completely wiped those ideas away.